Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game.
It's the Green Bay Packers and the Baltimore Ravens. Next on Madden NFL 25.
Built on the side of a former piano factory, there's been plenty of music made on the field here in the decade since it opened back in 1998. Welcome, everyone, to M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. Thanks for joining us, everyone. With my partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. And like so many matchups in the NFL, Brock, our focus goes right to the quarterbacks in this one. Both of these guys, players who've been around the league now for some time, they've definitely established themselves as veterans who know how to win football games.
Yeah, I think the word of the day, Kate, is definitely experience. Two guys who've been through the season several times over, have seen a lot at this point in their career and been through quite a bit on the field. All that experience is stored up there right between the ears. And the one who is more skilled at leveraging that experience, more than likely is going to come away with the win.
Justin Tucker has this all teed up. And we're off from Baltimore. Jaden Reed to return this. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. So the Packers offense getting set for their first drive. They'll be led out by the Utah State product and former first-rounder back in 2020, Jordan Love.
It took Jordan Love a little while for him to get his chance to start in the NFL. He had to watch Aaron Rodgers for a number of years, but guess what? Aaron had to watch Brett, and it paid huge dividends. And it sure looks like Jordan Love, to start his career, is doing the same. He didn't just watch Aaron Rodgers. He worked on his game. He developed his game over 3 years. And when he got his chance, he sure looked like a young star at the position.
Thrown on first down, Love. Has it to his back. Here's Josh Jacobs. Pickup of a few as he heads out of bounds.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Completes this one to Kraft. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. Play fake. It's Love. This one is hit by the defender and winds up incomplete. That one's rejected at the line. So they're left facing a 4th down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And this one did hit at the 8, but took a big bounce and finished its journey in the end zone for a touchback. So here now are the Ravens on offense to begin their first drive. And they're brought out by someone who is the modern example of an elite running quarterback, the multiple-time MVP, Lamar Jackson.
A decade plus before Lamar, it was a guy named Michael Vick who was the standard for dual-threat quarterbacks. Well, today, that standard is Lamar Jackson, who at his best is an MVP-caliber player and the most exciting player, not just at his position, but in all of football. And don't let that running overshadow the strides he's made as a passer, too, in the pocket and as a franchise quarterback to build upon.
And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Slot man motioned over. First down, and they go right back to him. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for second down. They send a receiver in motion right. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Andrew Cooper there to make the stop. That's the rookie from Texas A&M who took him down.
That's just a good play to mix up what you're doing and keep that defense guessing. The execution, that's pretty well done too, creating the space for a solid pickup.
Tight end in motion right. Jackson now on third. Complete beyond the marker. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Out of the gun, Henry. Still going past the 40. And he's finally brought down at the 33. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
I love these inside runs. Don't get away from them. You never know. You think it's going to be a short little gain, and then boom, you get the right blocking, a possessed running back, and you get some serious yards on the table.
Aguilar with the grab. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
I'll tell you this, you don't want to make a living throwing into double coverage, but double coverage and still finding a way to beat the defense and haul it in. That's not a situation many players win, and there aren't a lot of quarterbacks willing to make that throw and trust their receiver to get it done.
Short side option here. He's running left. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Now Jackson on third down. That's caught for the first. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Still on the move, coming to the line for first and 10. From the gun, a run for Henry. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on second down.
You know, that's a good run right there to keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Putting a receiver in motion. And they'll make this stop after a small push to the 5. It's a pickup of 3. They're going to need 3 more now on third down.
I could promise you that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
Escapes the pocket, trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now we let the chess match begin, the adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Staring at 4th down, the Ravens will go with Justin Tucker to try for 3. A very short kick here from the right hash. Tucker's kick is up and good. And they're on the board.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. On the return, here comes Reed. Good looking return here, and he's got room. They'll begin from the 36 as the returner's brought down. The Green Bay offense returning to the field for their second possession. And they haven't gotten very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just a 3 and out to begin this game. A nice starting spot for the Packers this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. Takes the handoff, now Love. Gets this one to Watson. And he'll be out of bounds at his own 45.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. And defenders are there to get him at the line. Justin Matabike making that stop. Nothing for them on 2nd down, and now it's 3rd and 1.
Hey, I know 3rd and 1 feels like an automatic running down, but after seeing that last play yield you nothing, this offense and that coordinator's got a seed of doubt. This defense playing some mind games with them.
Turning to Jacobs on 3rd. And they make this stop, we're going to say at about the 37-yard line. Give them 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets them a 1st down.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Going to the ground again on 1st. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 34. Finds his man, it's Kraft. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
He's within striking distance. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gain 18 on the previous play.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon. who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
He's on the move.